pleasure of working with some of you, but not all of you in your MAT program, or perhaps even in your undergrad program. Congratulations, this is your last class of the MAT program. This class is really organized to be more around the master's part of your degree and to help launch you as educators with a graduate degree around the key ideas around leadership and collaboration. So congratulations. I know this is a challenging time for everyone, and there's a lot of stress and concerns on how do we support our students and how do we support ourselves as learners. So together we'll be working through some of these issues that are very current right now, and you're in changing times. This is it's not going to be boring. So we're going to lean in with courage and humor and support around the issues of leadership and collaboration. This class is heavy in content and personalized professional. It's personalized so that all of you can really look at your own particular area of endorsement, really familiarize yourself with the resources to help start building those professional networks and to become a leader in your profession and in your field. And with a graduate degree, many of you will be looked to soon, and especially in today's climate, to be leaders and to lead some important initiatives and PLCs in education. We know that the role of an educator is very complex. We're teachers, we're leaders, we're collaborators, change agents, we're advocates for children, not only our own children in our classrooms, but all children. And to do this and do this well requires that we are active and informed leaders, and it really requires us to be part of the professional conversations. So in this class, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to become part of those professional conversations, both at a scope and level of local, state, national, and international, also looking at how policies really impact the practice that we are engaged in and our students. You will see as we look at the syllabus that this program designed this course really to obviously align to the conceptual framework and the program goals, with specific focus on your NTAS Standard 10, Leadership and Collaboration. So I always like to start a class by thinking, first of all, with my middle school students in mind, why do we have to learn this? So why MAT 531? So I designed this course with careful consideration about the reasons why a course like this would be important and key for folks exiting an MAT program, regardless of their endorsement area. And it's important to me that this course be relevant, current, and above all, personalized. I know that the complex world of education has many players and perspectives that really influence what we do and how we do it. So being an active and informed leader in your profession requires that you're part of that conversation. In this course, we're going to focus on one essential question, and that is, what are the critical issues in education today that are impacting our practice? And as you think about that question and engage in the course discussions, explore and research the different topics around current issues in education, I want you to think about 3 focus questions as well, and the big ideas. And those are, whose interests should schools serve? We're going to look at issues of justice and equity. What should schools be taught? And what should be taught in schools? So issues around, what knowledge is most worth knowing, and literacy. And then looking at the school community as a whole, both the individuals and the environments. So those will be the big ideas. And in that, how do we stay active and be informed leaders? And how does educational policy implementation evolve and impact what we do? I want to give you just a quick orientation to our Moodle site. You'll see that my office hours, the office information on how you can reach me. I'm really good via email. I forget I have a telephone number, but you can sure give it a try. And I'm happy to meet with anyone via Zoom or phone. And if you want more information, you can click on my bio as well. So in the first part, you'll see our announcements. So do check it regularly. Course questions and answer forums, that's something that I encourage you to use. If you have questions, there's a large group of us. I've decided, instead of separating us out into two groups, that we will work as a collective learning community. So I think we have a total of like 60 some students working with us. About this course, this will give you a brief overview of what the course discusses, the course description, the required texts, both the e-version or the print. Right now you can work with your bookstore to get a hold of that. I have made available the first week's reading. Legally, that's all I can do, so that gives you till the second week to get your textbooks. Please note that there basically will be two discussion boards each week. All initial posts for the engaging in the professional conversations are due on Thursday. All other assignments are due on Sunday. So that will be consistent pretty much throughout the course, with the exception of week 1, where there's also a pre-assessment and an introduction that I'm going to ask you to do before Thursday. So once again, all initial posts are due on Thursday, and everything else, including the reaction and responses, are due on Sunday. The course objectives, I won't read them to you, but you quickly go over just the big ideas. We'll be looking at contemporary issues, local, state, national, and international, really trying to drill down on how does it impact our practice and our teaching. We'll be looking and engaging in critical discussions around key issues that promote learners' growth, and looking at the multiple perspectives. And that's going to be a key here, is that there are many perspectives around the issues. This is going to be a class that deals with some of the hot topics and issues that can cause a lot of constructive, let's hope so, conversations, but civil conversations. And we don't have to disagree, but we do have to model teacher professionalism and the civility that we would want our own students to do. And lastly, looking at how do we support the profession as a whole and all of the stakeholders involved.